Hi, my friends. I'm probably talking to myself here. I can't imagine posting this, but I just felt like journaling this way for a few moments. I don't feel like typing. I was just crying over Purrsilla again. I guess putting that journal up about her brought it all back up. And I was just pondering, how much you can love an animal. And we love a lot of them, but then some of them are even more special. I mean, this cat, she drove me nuts with some of her habits. I was always having to clean up after her, but she was the greatest companion, the greatest friend. It was like she was psychic. She knew my moods, and she was very sensitive. And it's funny how the regret can creep in. And she came back to me all strange. And it was 3 days before I took her to the vet. And you wonder, would she have lived? Maybe if I'd taken her sooner. If I hadn't been so put off by what I saw there in her eyes. I mean, it was like an ET looking back out at me. It was bizarre. It wasn't human. And I so backed off from that, not really connecting with my cat, who I guess was still in there. I had my medical intuitive friend take a look at her, and he saw what had happened. He can read things that way, and he said, yeah, she was submerged, cowering kind of in a corner, but she was still there. So I did what I could for her. But, I talk about being in heart, and I am mostly, to the extent that I can be at any one time. But records come up, things come up, and mostly, I don't know, mostly, sometimes we need to look at them. They've come up for a healing of some sort, but we don't get to that if we're not willing to experience the pain. And I guess that's why it's okay to have these feelings, these regrets or these angers or whatever they are. And I keep talking about observing and not criticizing. And that means not looking down on yourself, not criticizing yourself or thinking, oh, I must not be in heart because I'm having these feelings. That's not necessarily so. Sometimes it's heart that's brought them to you, put them there for you to observe and work your way through. I don't know. I mean, I share the best I know at the time. I just... I know now not to run away. That's the thing. We've been taught to run away from our feelings, the negative kind. And maybe I just wanted to put in a word for feeling those feelings, for sitting there with them and cry if you need to cry. There's nothing wrong with that. I love my cat. I use it as an excuse to say some prayers and make some beautiful calls for her blessing wherever she is. They go on as well, not just us. So anyway, more thoughts on Purrsilla and on life.